So let me start with this. After watching the PS5 reveal, I didn't think it was that impressive. I looked at the games, I looked at the hardware, and I still have more questions than I have answers, and that's not a good reveal for a console. So people who are watching this is like, oh my gosh, the V, it looks so good, and it's like, what did you see outside of that? Well, we've got the headphones and you didn't think that this console was going to have a pair of headphones? Let me tell you all the things that they didn't talk about that they should have. Hard drive model. What is the price? What is the full backwards compatibility? What does that mean? What are the games coming out at launch? What are the network features? What are the new enhancements? Do you have your answers from that? No. I personally think that we are going to be set up with the worst console generation ever. Now, that's not to say that these are going to be bad consoles. This is to say that this is going to be the worst generation ever. When you've looked at the past and you've looked at the evolution of games, there's always something to strive for. There's always something to move forward to. If you go from the 8-bit era, it was to the 16-bit era. 16 to 32 and 3D. 3D to better 3D. Not polygons and pixels, but like fully rendered. And in that space, we were playing with online multiplayer as well. Sure, that was on PC, but consoles hadn't really dove into that for the most part until the Xbox 360 and PS3. And when that jump hit from 360 PS3, and I'm not going to talk about motion controls or anything like that. When you go from that to the PS4 Xbox One, the feature was supposed to be social sharing and graphics. And for the most part, those delivered. I can't really think of games looking much better than they do now, and that's a great thing. And even from that to the Switch, the portability and the ease of accessibility. So we've constantly evolved since then. Somebody tell me how the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is any different than what we have now. It's not. You can't make an argument that this is a significant upgrade because all of the features we've seen before. There's nothing to strive to. Well, they've got a fast hard drive. Hard drive? We're talking about the hard drive? No. Speed of loading games is irrelevant. Now, if you were going to tell me, oh, well, things rendered in the background is quicker, sure, but that's not the case. You can suspend games is like that has nothing to do with gameplay features. Well, the PS5 reveal just came out and you're just being really critical. No, I don't think Xbox is much better either. I think the Xbox is doing it right with better backwards compatibility, and from what I've read, the specs are a little better. However, this is not exciting. This is not the console generation I wanted, and I don't think anybody really thinks that there's much special about this. Oh, well, that they revealed a bunch of games. We got Spider-Man, we got Horizon. You didn't think we were going to get those already? We knew we were going to get those games. Oh, but there's a new Resident Evil. Duh. There's, of course, going to be a new Resident Evil. I am extremely underwhelmed with this new console generation to the point where I've never been less excited for video games ever. And when I say that, I don't want to say that these games that are coming out are going to be bad. I don't think they will be. But there's nothing special about them. Even a game like Horizon, which the original game I respect a ton, this game doesn't look like it's much of an improvement. There's no feature that makes me think that this is going to be any different than before. If you've watched these reveals in the past couple months, the Xbox Series X reveal, the PlayStation 5 reveal, it's been nothing but CG cutscenes, quick clips, and a lot of flashy visuals in between. Even at the Game Awards, there was nothing really that groundbreaking. And it just makes me think that there's nothing that we're going to see that's going to be special. And that's not to say that there won't be special games. Of course there's going to be special games. But we're talking about a new console generation, and I've never cared less. I've never cared less. If I had to rank PlayStation's reveal, I'd give it a 7. I thought they did touch on really good games, and the console looks interesting. But you cannot tell me from one console generation to another, in comparison to history, that this is anything but a lateral move at best. There's nothing about this that you should be excited about outside of more video games. That's it. There's nothing else that really steps out, that jumps out at you. We are being set up for the worst console generation of all time. And once again, that doesn't mean that these consoles are going to be bad. But this generation, when we look back on it, the PS5 and Xbox Series X, it's not going to hold up. And we're going to get bored really quick.